when the water runs out and the land cracks open, only one brutal choice remains: move forward or disappear. Every year, millions of animals set out on a journey that defines their lives. Crossing parched plains, treacherous wetlands, and territories ruled by predators is not an adventure. It is a fight to exist. Welcome to the last migration, a journey through the kingdom of predators. Before we begin this thrilling adventure, take a moment to enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you won't miss any new content. And feel free to tell us in the comments where you're watching from. Let's begin. The season of maximum aridity announces itself as an relentless imperative. Water bodies evaporate, the savanna is toasted under the sun, and life contracts, concentrating in a few precious strongholds of moisture. With a temperature difference between day and night close to 30 degrees Celsius, the environment imposes an extreme test of endurance. As vital liquid becomes a scarce commodity, the spatial distribution of species alters. Animal populations intensely clump together. Biological interactions are exacerbated, and the fragile stability of the ecosystem hangs by a thread. As scorching heat sweeps the grasslands, the blue wildebeest becomes restless, driven by a telluric mandate that prepares it for an arduous exodus. Its migratory path is not a fixed line. It is a complex seasonal cycle, whose map is not drawn on paper, but encoded in its primordial instinct and collective memory. Annually, with the retreat of the rains that leaves the plain bare, the vast herds abandon the most arid lands of the north and northeast of the park, heading with tenacity toward the floodplains of Mushangashi, the last bastion of green grass and remnant watering holes. Faced with the critical decrease in forage, the wildebeest is compelled to a methodical restructuring of its intake. Although its ideal diet at this time is short grass, they must accept low, less nutritious vegetation and even browse on tree leaves. It is not the most efficient option, but it is an indispensable resource for survival. The herds increase their level of alertness, minimizing movement during the hottest hours to optimize energy conservation, and choose to concentrate near water sources at dawn and late afternoon. The morphology of the blue wildebeest is an evolutionary epic of endurance. With wide chests and powerful musculature, its physique is designed for fatigue. Perfectly adapted to long distances, its silver-toned coat, which ranges from grey to brown, provides it with effective camouflage on the steppe and helps reflect the inclement solar radiation. The horse-like tail and elongated mane are more than adornments. They are essential tools for communication within the group. The species has developed a complex communication system, fundamental for maintaining order in a constantly changing environment. The deep bellow of the male has the capacity to travel up to 2 kilometers, In addition to sound, they use scent glands located on their legs, complemented by urine and feces markers for territorial demarcation and the strengthening of social bonds within the herd. The movement of the wildebeest is not limited to the search for food. Its very existence depends on the cohesion of the group. They live in extensive herds, constituting a rapid alert network where each individual observes, reacts and moves based on the signals emitted by the collective. Ethologists call it swarm intelligence, a biological mechanism that allows them to respond to threats and overcome challenges as a monolithic and always alert unit. In those relentless days of heat and dust, the image of this mass of wildebeest crossing the cracked prairie becomes a powerful testament to the resilience and unbreakable rhythm that the Creator wove into the heart of life, ensuring that the cycle continues. Marching parallel to the wildebeest are the unmistakable silhouettes of the steppe. The plains zebra. It is the zebra species with the widest distribution in Africa. Its main habitat extends across grasslands, savannas and open plains from Ethiopia to Namibia and South Africa. Its graphic pattern, a play of contrasting lines, has established it as a visual icon par excellence of the African savanna. The black and white stripes that adorn their bodies are as unique as a fingerprint. No two patterns are identical. Science has investigated the potential of these stripes to assist in body thermoregulation through air convection between absorption and reflection zones, and it is also postulated that they fulfill a function in the visual confusion of blood-sucking insects, hindering their landing. In the Liwa Plain, Zambia, zebras are observed living in small, stable social nuclei known as harems, composed of a dominant male, several females, and their foals. This is the most common social structure of the species. During the harshest phase of the dry season, harems consolidate into larger aggregations, unifying group safety and optimizing the search for food over a greater expanse of terrain. The solitude of Lady Liwa became a symbol of the loss suffered by the plain in the late 20th century, a lone lioness who stood as a silent witness to what had vanished. But from that solitary path, a new lineage of lions has been reborn. Among them, Bon Jovi stood out, a male lion with an imposing mane who, alluding to his singer namesake, rose as a young regent, reclaiming the previously desolate steppe and reviving the predatory symphony that now propagates through the tall grass. Although Bon Jovi was later translocated to Kafue National Park to ensure community safety, his story cemented the astonishing return of lions to this land. Lions, famous for their unique social structure, live in groups known as prides. These units usually include 1 or 2 adult males, several related females, and their cubs. A key distinction Almost an evolutionary anomaly among great felines is the capacity of lions for tactical cooperation, both in the act of hunting and in territorial defense. In the dry season, when food chain tension is at its maximum, lions rely on both their strength and a meticulous hunting strategy. Prey such as zebras, blue wildebeest, and even buffalo become feasible targets if the ambush is executed with almost geometric precision in time and place, especially at watering holes, where water urgency reduces the victim's caution. It is a crucial, though less publicized, fact that it is the lionesses who act as the primary driving force of these high-strategy hunts. Ambushes are planned with utmost care at the opportune moment, favoring twilight or the first light of dawn. Males, with their voluminous manes, participate in a minority of the hunts. Their fundamental role is territorial defense, reproduction, and the protection of the pride against external threats. The male's dense mane not only serves as an attraction for females, but acts as a biological shield, protecting the neck in violent territorial struggles. The lion's roar is one of the most defining sounds of the steppe, capable of traveling up to 8 kilometers to announce the presence and territorial dominance of the alpha predator of these grasslands. However, despite their coordination, their forays are not always crowned with success. Only between 20 and 30% of their attacks culminate in the capture of prey. Every failure carries serious ramifications. Prolonged fasting can jeopardize the survival of the entire group, especially that of the cubs who are not yet fit for active hunting. During prolonged arid periods, one of the most emblematic visions against the backdrop of toasted grass is the slender and robust figure of the common sable antelope. These are the embodiment of swiftness. It is not only the fastest of the African antelopes, but a biomechanical prodigy that can sustain dizzying speeds, close to 90 kilometers per hour. That supersonic speed is not merely a record, it is the result of millions of years of evolutionary selection, where speed was established as an irreplaceable survival mechanism against predators. In the dry season, with a clear horizon that maximizes visibility, its lightning movements and heightened reflexes allow it to avoid most attacks. During the driest months, as water evaporates from the watering holes, they move to areas where vegetation still persists, generally in low areas near swamps or where grass has started to regrow after cyclical fires. Primarily inhabiting open grasslands, savannas with dispersed trees and seasonal wetlands, the common sable antelope enjoys an extensive geographical distribution, spanning from Angola to Zambia, Botswana and Namibia. In the Liwa Plain, they constitute one of the key native antelope species with significant ecological influence. Its migration, local in nature and short distance, is rigorously determined by seasonal fluctuation and resource availability, allowing for effective adaptation without having to abandon its main habitat. On a social level, sables live in small groups ranging from 6 to 20 individuals, often under the leadership of a dominant male. During the breeding period, territorial behavior becomes particularly intense. Males select elevated vantage points, such as termite mounds, to monitor groups of females, demarcating mating territories which they defend with ferocity against any rival. It is during these moments that frequent, albeit brief, horn-to-horn clashes occur. Outside the reproductive phase, herds tend to merge into larger groupings, or join blue wildebeest herds to reinforce collective protection. The sable antelope's diet focuses on fresh, tender grass, but faced with the scarcity imposed by the dry season, they resort to alternative plants of lower nutritional value, even consuming dry grass when no other option exists. Their grazing and movement habits contribute to the redistribution of organic matter through their excrement, while clearing the necessary space for the growth of new shoots. They are not just herbivores, they are also a main food source in the diet of large carnivores. And one of the few hunters capable of matching the extraordinary swiftness of the sable is the cheetah. In the fragmented terrain, the subtle paw prints of the cheetah barely register in the fine dust. It is one of the scarce pieces of evidence of this hunter, one of the most solitary on the Liuwa plain. In the context of drought and increased competition, the cheetah's subsistence journey becomes a prominent example of highly specialized evolution, where supersonic speed and a meticulous strategy converge into a true predatory art. The cheetah is the fastest land animal on the planet. It can reach an astonishing 105 kilometers per hour in seconds, accelerating from 0 to 96 kilometers per hour in about 3 seconds, easily surpassing most high-performance vehicles. Its body anatomy reflects an optimized biological design. A long spine, endowed with extreme flexibility, operates like a spring, maximizing the reach of each stride. Its long, slender legs act as precise levers, while the semi-retractable claws provide exceptional traction, functioning like the cleats of sprinters, giving it superior grip in turns or accelerations. However, this incomparable speed is also a limiting factor. Each pursuit lasts less than a minute and rarely exceeds 300 meters, given that maintaining such extreme swiftness causes a dizzying increase in its body temperature, which demands a mandatory recovery period after each run. Curiously, they are one of the least social carnivores in the animal kingdom. Each individual is distinguished by a coat adorned with a completely unique pattern of black, beige, brown and white spots, as if they were brush strokes from an artist on its skin. These patterns serve as visual identification marks for recognition within the small groups, helping to maintain cohesion in hunts across open terrain. Its large, rounded ears not only capture distant movements with surprising clarity, but also assist in thermal dissipation, a crucial advantage in the warm and arid environment of the Liuwa Plain. Beneath the cloudless firmament of the dry season, the vast wingspan of the martial eagle, exceeding 2.5 meters, moves with deliberate slowness, as if the immensity of the sky were a mere familiar backdrop for its forays. The martial eagle confirms itself as the largest eagle species in Africa, with a body length approaching 96 centimeters and a weight that can reach 6.5 kilograms. Its impressive size is complemented by a grip force in its talons, so formidable that they have the potential to fracture human forearm bones. But the true distinctive feature of this raptor is its prodigious visual acuity. In the conditions of maximum clarity and open sky of the Liuwa dry season, the martial eagle can spot its prey from a distance of up to 6 kilometers, a detection range almost unattainable for any other predator in the ecosystem. When the calculation is perfect, it launches into an aerial dive that can reach speeds of up to 160 kilometers per hour. Its powerful limbs impact like two spears thrown with precision from the sky. The odyssey of survival in the dry season is not just a competition of strength or speed. It is a strict test of endurance. In the thirsty landscape of the Liuwa Plain, as herds migrate in search of water, the martial eagle is also forced to significantly expand its hunting range. It can fly tens of kilometers daily in search of food, maintaining a calculated safe distance from human activity, a presence increasingly marked in these open habitats. Even at the top of the trophic pyramid, the martial eagle is not exempt from the threat of extinction. According to the International Union for Conservation of Nature in 2024, this species holds the classification of endangered. The causes are multifactorial: habitat loss due to agricultural expansion, collisions with electrical infrastructure, indirect poisoning from consuming contaminated carrion, and illegal hunting, often due to the erroneous perception that it threatens livestock. With an intrinsically slow reproduction rate and the need for vast territories, even minor environmental alterations can have serious consequences for its continuity. When the martial eagle completes its powerful dive, enveloping the prairie in a charged silence, just above it, the appearance of the white-backed vulture marks a silent but fundamental continuity. As the incandescent sun transforms the Liuwa plain into a sea of golden dust, the patient flights of these vultures reveal another rhythm of life, deeply linked to their function as biological cleaners of the entire ecosystem. The white-backed vulture is one of the largest and, in the past, the most ubiquitous vulture species in Africa, with a body length of 78 to 98 centimeters, a wingspan ranging from 1.96 to 2.25 meters, and a weight of up to 7.2 kilograms. They are the true custodians of aerial cleanliness. Its distinctive white back, most noticeable when its wings are spread, and its featherless head and neck, allow for a deep immersion into carcasses without risk of infection, making them a natural cleanup crew of unparalleled efficiency. This species possesses an astonishing ability to locate carrion from considerable distances thanks to highly specialized vision. In the dry season, when mortality among herbivores like the blue wildebeest and plains zebra spikes due to dehydration and exhaustion, the white-backed vulture's role becomes essential. They usually congregate in vast flocks, sometimes up to hundreds of individuals, and have the capacity to consume a medium-sized carcass in less than an hour. Its remarkably potent digestive system allows it to break down infected tissues and pathogenic bacteria without harm, thus fulfilling a crucial function in preventing epidemics in wild fauna populations. Although its historical population was estimated at about 270,000 individuals, by 2024, the white-backed vulture has experienced a decline of more than 80% in the last 5 decades and is currently in the critically endangered category on the IUCN Red List. This demographic collapse is mainly attributed to poisoning, either from consuming carrion contaminated with pesticides or veterinary medicines, such as diclofenac, or from deliberate poisoning aimed at eliminating large predators. On the arid plain of Liuwa, where life and loss coexist in every breath, the white-backed vulture is more than a mere scavenger. They are nature's final filter, maintaining the health of the soil, the balance of the ecosystem, and the fluidity of the life cycle. It is a palpable reminder of biological interdependence, an original design where every piece, even the most humble, is fundamental to the whole. With a weight ranging between 400 and 900 kilograms and a height approaching 1.7 meters at the shoulder, the African buffalo personifies telluric strength and collective resilience. Its horns, curved in a formidable design, form a solid bone shield called the boss, which protects the head in combat and stands as a lethal weapon in confrontations against its natural predators. Although females are smaller, they possess an equally robust build, perfectly adapted to the function of community protection. When the pluvial cycle begins, the African buffalo does not leave lure like other migratory species. On the contrary, it undertakes a horizontal displacement within the region itself, moving from the higher areas toward the areas where tender grass has germinated with the downpour. Its inherent capacity to thrive in wetlands and saturated terrains allows it to secure a food source without the need for long-distance migrations. This movement follows a directional displacement pattern, guided by accumulated experience and the ancestral memory of the group's oldest individuals. Smell is the most critical sensory tool, helping them locate water and detect threats from more than 2 kilometers away, allowing the herd to adjust its course preemptively. Despite not having exceptional vision or hearing, its keen sense of smell, combined with group memory and shared awareness, keeps the herd in a state of high alert during moments of greatest predatory activity. The African buffalo's social structure is based on cohesion and rigorous coordination. Each herd can range from a few dozen to over 300 individuals, governed by the wisdom of the older and more experienced members. When faced with imminent danger, they do not scatter. Instead, they cluster together to form a defensive fortification. The larger males frequently line up at the front, protecting the females and calves at the core. Numerous incidents of lions being brought down in coordinated counterattacks have been documented, a powerful testament to the collective strength of the herd and the deep instinct for mutual protection passed down through generations. During the rainy season, the African buffalo functions as a living lawnmower machine in the landscape. Each adult consumes nearly 15 kilograms of dry grass a day, approximately 2.2% of its body weight, the necessary sustenance to maintain its immense mass. Its mass grazing helps control the height of the vegetation, creating feeding corridors for terrestrial birds and smaller herbivores. Furthermore, the light trampling and soil compaction caused by its steps contribute to the fresh grass regeneration cycle and the stimulation of microbial soil activity during the rainy season. In the heart of that lush prairie that greens again, an antelope with elegantly curved horns thrives in dense numbers. Equipped with long, narrow hoofs, the red lechwe advances with surprising lightness over the soft mud, as if its very existence were predestined to this habitat. The dark markings on its forelimbs stand out like figures painted by the hand of creation itself, guiding them to recognize each other amidst the mist that floods the plains and the constant chorus of frogs. In Liuwa, where water is the vital pulse of all biological rhythms, around 700 red lechwes inhabit throughout the year. Unlike the blue wildebeest or zebra, they do not undertake long-range migrations, but they do modulate their movement in response to variations in water depth and the quality of submerged vegetation. Whenever the water level adjusts to awaken the tender grass on the margins, the lechwe moves, and when the water level rises to completely submerge the grasslands, they gradually retreat to shallower areas, barely reaching knee height, occasionally joining the blue wildebeest herds in their search for better pastures. The red lechwe's organism is biologically optimized for a semi-aquatic lifestyle. An adult male can reach 1.2 meters in height and a weight of about 120 kilograms, with females being slightly smaller. Its coat is impregnated with a natural water-repellent oil, which allows them to stay warm even after spending hours immersed in the cold floodwaters. Furthermore, they use water as a protective barrier. When harassed by a predator, the entire herd plunges into the deeper waters, relying on their swimming skills and agile movements to disorient the pursuer, causing it to lose traction, momentum, or give up. Their survival depends not only on speed or physical constitution, but on their mastery of adapting to the environment. They know how to flow with the current, select the right grass, avoid dangerously deep areas, and coexist peacefully with species like the zebra or eland without direct competition. In this way, they consolidate themselves as an essential link in the wetland ecosystem, regulating aquatic plant biomass, creating safe corridors for water birds, and serving as a vital food source for native predators. With their compact bodies, they are a frequent target for the silent ruler of the night, the leopard. It does not need a booming roar or incomparable speed. What allows the leopard to thrive is methodical silence, immutable patience, and absolute precision in the attack. It is the solitary hunter par excellence in a waterlogged world. "2024 data from African parks indicate that only a small contingent of leopards has been recorded in Liuwa, mainly in the areas of higher ground and along the channels with vegetation that is not completely submerged. Although the population does not exceed a few dozen, it is enough to maintain the ecological role of a super predator even in the rainy season, when most herbivores retreat to shallower waters. The rainy season in Liuwa brings with it a duality of challenges and opportunities. As the water spreads, herds concentrate on the patches of grass that emerge from the flooded landscape. But with this change, the terrain becomes treacherous. For the leopard, every step becomes a ballistic calculation. What is the safest path? And where could the mud slow down a jump? A vital difference between capture and escape. Unlike lions, which often struggle in wet environments, leopards move with relative ease, favoured by their moderate body weight, which ranges between 40 and 70 kilograms depending on sex, and their ability to distribute pressure evenly across all four limbs. Without needing to resort to long pursuits, the leopard opts for the strategy of invisibility. It approaches from the flank or the rear, using bushes, mounds, or even the muffled sound of rain as perfect camouflage for the assault. A charge leap concentrated with all its force onto the neck or back of the neck is generally all it needs to bring down the victim. In the rainy season, when the olfactory trace of blood rapidly fades, the ability to drag the carcass onto tree branches becomes more crucial than ever. Elevating the prey not only shields it from terrestrial scavengers, but also minimizes the scent of decomposition, which helps avoid attracting raptors or other competitive predators. The rainy season also inaugurates a period of biological renewal. Although leopards do not follow a strict breeding calendar, the high humidity and abundance of smaller prey create ideal conditions for rearing. After mating, the female seeks the safety of a hollow tree, tall grass, or an abandoned termite mound, places that allow her to give birth and care for her cubs in secret. Each litter usually consists of 1 to 3 cubs. They are not allowed to leave the den for the first few weeks, and their initiation into the predatory world does not begin until around 4 months of age. Devoid of a complex social structure, the leopard leads a completely solitary existence. It does not share territory or spoils. Each individual demarcates its range with urine, feces, and marks carved into dry trunks. In the rainy season, when water interferes with olfactory marking on the ground, leopards shift to marking tree bark and rely more on acoustic signals, deep, raspy growls, to reaffirm their sovereignty in the area. As of 2025, the leopard remains classified as vulnerable, with dwindling populations due to friction with humans, poaching, and habitat alteration. Nevertheless, in Liuwa, the conservation system managed by African parks continues to offer a relatively safe environment for the species. Although rarely seen, its presence is an unspoken testament to its enduring strength. A discreet ruler of the night who maintains its domain with grace and tenacity. In the celestial vaults of sub-Saharan Africa, the African fish eagle extends its flight over more than 35 countries, and in Zambia it is revered as a national emblem, symbolizing freedom, strength, and a spirit of fierce autonomy. The image of this majestic bird soaring over the wetlands, with sunlight highlighting its striking white plumage, is intrinsically linked to both the cultural identity and the ecological framework of the region. When the water mirrors begin to rise and fish flash through the flooded channels, the African fish eagle becomes more prominent than ever. It does not congregate in flocks, but perches with the air of a monarch on a high branch of an old tree at the river's edge, an ideal lookout point to monitor every silver reflection beneath the sun-drenched water surface. With a wingspan that can approach 2.4 meters and a body weight ranging from 2.0 to 3.6 kilograms, it is light enough to glide serenely over the wetlands, yet robust enough to launch into a dive with millimeter precision in a fraction of a second. This eagle's legs are evolutionarily specialized for aquatic life. Small hooked spines cover the soles of its feet, allowing it to secure slippery fish even in mid-flight without risk of dropping the prey. Once it has caught a fish, the eagle has the capacity to transport it hundreds of meters back to the nest without needing to pause. The rainy season is not only the ideal time for hunting, but it also marks the species' breeding and nesting period. Breeding pairs, which maintain a lifelong monogamous bond, frequently return to the same nest each year, a colossal structure of dry branches that can reach over 2 meters wide and high, anchored firmly in a large riparian tree. Despite its renown as an efficient hunter, the African fish eagle is not limited to active predation. When the opportunity arises, it resorts to stealing food from other birds, such as herons or storks, a behavior known as kleptoparasitism. This is observed most frequently at the end of the rainy season, when fish are scarce and other birds find it difficult to hunt in fast currents or widely dispersed waters. And so, under the season's initial winds that sweep the reed beds and undulating waters, a dark shadow of broad wings glides above, carrying the ancestral calm of a master hunter who does not need to boast. The African fish eagle is not just a raptor, it is the unspoken expression of a natural world that moves with precision and freedom, following the original design established. In the Liuwa Plain, a congregation of nearly 45,000 blue wildebeest performs Africa's second largest terrestrial migration, surpassed only by the great herd that crosses the Serengeti and the Mara. Driven by an instinct that dates back to their ancestors, the wildebeest sense the change of season long before the first downpour. They detect it through the moisture carried by the wind, the distant rumble of thunder, and even the subtle alteration in the resonance of the ground beneath their hooves. Their advance is not rushed, but it is punctual, for they have understood that this journey is a matter of existential survival. This migration is not a fortuitous journey, but a rigorously coded annual cycle. Every strip of land, every patch of grass, every watering hole has been memorized and traveled by countless generations. They move across muddy depressions and cross streams along the approximately 250-kilometer route that spans the Liuwa Plain. Despite being a quarter of the length of the famous Mara River migration, the wildebeest's path in Liuwa is no less dangerous, with predators always lurking. On occasion, the herd subdivides into smaller groups, weaving through corridors that offer greater safety, but invariably they regroup, gathering on the higher, drier grounds of the central plain. The safety of the herd resides in the collective participation of each individual. Lacking a single formal leader, they rely on the constant observation of their companions. Faced with danger, the herd forms an instinctive circle, placing the calves at the center while the adults face outwards. This movement resembles a small whirlwind sweeping the floodplain, visually impactful, yet deeply strategic. Liuwa is more than just a temporary refuge. It is a site of regeneration. Toward the end of the rainy season, the calving period begins. After a gestation of about 8.5 months, females give birth just as the grasslands begin to dry. This timing optimizes visibility, allowing for better detection of approaching predators. Within minutes of birth, the calf is already on its feet, and shortly after runs alongside its mother, an essential biological characteristic for a species whose life is defined by incessant movement. With a well-defined ecological role, the blue wildebeest is the tireless gardener of the prairie. By consuming short grass, it facilitates space for taller grass and shrubs to thrive in other areas. Their constant displacement aids in soil regeneration, nutrient circulation, and the maintenance of biodiversity across the entire plain. When an individual perishes, its body does not mark the end of a single life. It triggers the beginning of countless other trophic chains. The last breath of a wildebeest can continue to nourish hyenas, vultures, and even the soil itself. Viewed through the lens of transcendence, this closed-loop migration transcends mere instinct. With no guide other than the imperative of survival, they travel together across hundreds of kilometers, arriving at the precise destination at the opportune moment, year after year. There is an unspoken wonder in this rhythm, like a whisper of providence, silent but unbreakable, that channels life in a universe in perpetual motion. Nothing in Liuwa during the flood season is accidental. And for the blue wildebeest, every rainy season marks a new chapter in the history of subsistence written by nature itself, its predators and its partners. The rainy season brings with it a remarkable proliferation of plain zebras, as herds from the far reaches of the park converge on the central plain in search of freshly sprouted grass. The 2024 report from African parks recorded thousands of zebra specimens present in Liuwa, forming vast mixed groups along with wildebeest and other herbivores. Unlike the strategic resilience of the wildebeest, the zebra grounds its survival in a rigid social structure and acute observation of the environment. The plains zebra is in an intermediate size range among the 3 zebra species. With a harmonious body, a short but muscular neck, erect ears and long legs ending in a single central hoof, it is designed for speed and agility, even on flooded terrains. Adults typically weigh between 220 and 300 kilograms and stand between 1.2 and 1.4 meters tall at the shoulder. When food is abundant and the plain is extended, many harems merge into larger congregations, increasing numerical safety and forming a formidable migratory force. Social bonds within each group are maintained through mutual grooming, physical contact, and complex communication signals that include resonant barks, along with subtle movements of the ears and tail. The end of the rainy season is also a crucial period for reproduction. Females, after a gestation of about 12 to 13 months, usually choose this time to give birth. Although the environment remains humid, grass remains abundant, and better visibility after the retreat of the waters helps the young adapt quickly, simultaneously reducing the risk of surprise attacks from predators. Within minutes, the foals stand up and shortly after run alongside their mothers, an essential biological characteristic for a species whose life is defined by incessant movement. Faced with danger, the lead males immediately intervene to protect, flanking the moving group or drawing the predator's attention to give the herd time to escape. They have roamed Africa for millions of years. Fossil evidence suggests that the ancestors of the spotted hyena inhabited the ancient grasslands of the Pliocene, making them one of the carnivores with the greatest evolutionary resilience on the continent. Contrary to popular belief that relegates them to scavengers, 2025 research data reveals that more than 70% of their diet comes from prey they actively hunt. Modern behavioral ecology studies, including a 2024 African Parks field survey in Liuwa, confirm that, in certain environments, spotted hyenas achieve a hunting success rate of up to 67%. A figure that surpasses that of lions. The physical potency of the spotted hyena resides in its exceptionally powerful jaw, which generates an average bite force of up to 758.45 newtons per square centimetre. This singular dental structure allows them to crush large bones, horns, and even hooves with astonishing ease. Their ability to digest virtually the entire carcass of the prey, including bone calcium, makes them a link of maximum efficiency in the ecosystem's nutrient recycling chain. The hyena's hunting tactics are notably adaptable. They can hunt alone, in pairs, or in small squads of 4 to 6 individuals. In special circumstances, such as during the wildebeest calving season or large migratory movements, they can join together in coordinated groups of dozens, working to pressure and disorganize the herd and then isolate the most vulnerable targets, such as young or injured specimens. The behavior of circling and cornering, a tactic frequently observed in Liuwa, particularly in January and February when hunting conditions are optimal, is a clear example of their strategic cooperation. In the Liuwa Plain, the current spotted hyena population is estimated at around 200 to 300 individuals, concentrated mainly in the areas of higher ground around the temporary wetlands fed by the rain. Unlike wildebeest or zebras, they do not undertake long-duration migrations, but the territorial range of each clan can expand up to 1,000 kilometers, subject to environmental conditions and prey density. In the rainy season, when much of the grasslands is flooded and herbivore herds concentrate in limited dry areas, hyenas optimize this concentration, which significantly increases the efficiency of their hunting. The social structure of the spotted hyena is remarkably matriarchal and complex. Each clan can house up to 80 individuals, governed by a strict hierarchy where females enjoy absolute dominance. In this system, rank is not only determined by individual strength, but also by lineage. Daughters of high-ranking females automatically inherit a superior status. This structure ensures internal order in an environment where cooperation is essential for survival. Communication plays a vital role. With more than 11 distinct types of vocalizations, the spotted hyena can send signals over long distances. They express emotion or submission through their iconic laugh and communicate their social emotions with sounds like moans or high-pitched squeals. The spotted hyena is a master of adaptability. It thrives in a diversity of habitats, from vast savannas to dispersed forests and semi-arid regions, and maintains a pattern of activity that spans both day and night. The flood pools fulfill a primordial function in the maintenance and enrichment of biodiversity in Liuwa. They create perfect habitats for a wide variety of water birds, especially during the breeding and migration seasons. The most recent data indicate that the Liuwa Plain is home to more than 335 bird species, including rare and classified as threatened species. This ornithological richness makes Liuwa a key destination for birdwatchers, especially between November and April, when migratory species congregate in spectacular numbers. The flood pools of the wet season are magnified by the presence of the immaculate whiteness of the great egret, whose elegant posture evokes a marble sculpture emerging from the gently undulating waters. With pure white plumage that shines like celestial light and long black legs, this bird suggests the image of a divine messenger traversing the waterlogged nature. From above, its leisurely flight with its neck curved in a graceful S shape, and a wingspan reaching up to 170 centimeters, makes them stand out as silent sails navigating an extensive green sea. However, behind that graceful silhouette is an odyssey of survival forged by adaptation and refined hunting strategies over millions of years of evolution. The great egret is one of the largest specimens within the heron family. Its ancestors are estimated to have originated in the Miocene, more than 10 million years ago. Favored by its body size and hunting versatility, it rapidly expanded its range across the tropical and subtropical regions of the world. In the flood pools, the great egret finds an optimal environment for both foraging and reproduction. They appear alone or in tranquil pairs, gliding their steps through shallow waters where small fish, frogs, crustaceans, and aquatic insects thrive in the cool flow. Unlike many predators that rely on movement or aggression, the great egret opts for stillness. Sometimes it remains motionless for several minutes, its gaze fixed on the slightest movement. When the moment is right, its golden, spear-shaped beak shoots forward at an astonishing, almost instantaneous speed. This combination of patience and absolute precision establishes it as one of the most effective hunters in the realm of wetlands. The great egret is a highly adaptable species and is therefore not limited to a single geographical niche. In the dry season, when water retreats and pools vanish, some individuals migrate to more temperate areas in southern Africa or along river systems and lakes that maintain a constant flow. Others remain in permanent wetlands or artificial ponds throughout the year. This flexible movement pattern is key to the stability of the great egret population across Africa and particularly in the Liuwa Plain. Also a member of the crane family, the grey-crowned crane does not evoke a sense of antiquity, but captivates with a royal line elegance, crowned by a tuft of golden feathers reminiscent of a diadem. This bird of visual impact is even featured on Uganda's coat of arms and national flag. Standing with dignity on one leg and with its golden crest raised, it is an emblem of grace, nobility, and a peaceful spirit. With a slender figure reaching approximately 1 meter in height and a wingspan of up to 2 meters, the grey-crowned crane combines elegance with subtle strength. It is unique among cranes for its ability to perch in trees, thanks to a long rear toe, an unusual evolutionary trait inherited from its arboreal ancestors. The grey-crowned crane has a distribution that mainly covers East and Southern Africa, from Uganda, Kenya and Tanzania to Zambia, Zimbabwe and South Africa. In the Liuwa Plain, during the pluvial cycle, they take advantage of flood pools and shallow lakes to feed and reproduce. Its highly flexible diet reflects a strong adaptability, including grass, sedge seeds, sprouts, worms, insects, frogs, small lizards, and occasionally grains from nearby fields. This omnivorous capacity makes it a very efficient species in wetland ecosystems. But it is not only its diet that defines it. As soon as the water level is optimal, they begin the breeding season with a courtship ritual that is a natural choreography. Head low, wings extended, jumps toward the sky, culminating in an elegant bow. This is not just a dance of attraction. Grey-crowned cranes tend to establish long-term monogamous bonds, sharing the responsibilities of rearing and territorial defense. Outside this phase, they congregate in large flocks, sometimes up to 150 individuals, forming highly cooperative social networks. The grey-crowned crane's seasonal displacement is closely linked to the presence of water. They do not undertake major migrations, but tend to local movement, following hydrological patterns and water level fluctuations in the pools. This characteristic makes them an effective indicator species of the overall health of the wetland ecosystem. Despite its astonishing beauty and adaptability, the grey-crowned crane population is experiencing a significant decline. According to 2024 data from BirdLife International, the global number of adult individuals is estimated at only 17,700 to 22,300. They are currently classified as endangered by the IUCN. This sharp decline is largely due to habitat loss from land conversion to agriculture, water pollution, overexploitation of wetlands, and illegal capture for trade. In the Liuwa Plain, where the original flood systems have been preserved, the grey-crowned crane still finds a fragile window of opportunity to reproduce and subsist. While the challenges are real and growing, the preservation of seasonal floods and the limitation of human interference in wetlands will be crucial to ensure that this crowned bird remains an integral voice in the symphony of the African rainy season. Tall, elegant posture and impactful notoriety. Its plumage is boldly black and white, like an engraving brought to life. It possesses long straight legs and a vibrant red beak marked by a bold black stripe that resembles a brush stroke of ink. It is the saddle-billed stork, one of the largest stork species in Africa and a memorable presence on the vivid canvas of the flood season. This species reaches an average height of up to 1.5 meters with a wingspan that extends about 2.5 meters. Every step it takes through the shimmering water combines elegance with precise purpose. Its long beak, enhanced by a bright yellow saddle near the base, is not just an identifying feature, but a highly specialized hunting tool. Endowed with extremely sharp vision, it can detect the movement of prey beneath murky water and thick mud. Behavioral studies in Zambia demonstrate that 71% of attacks are guided by sight, while the remainder are assisted by tactile feedback as the beak gently slides across the aquatic surface. The population of saddle-billed storks in Zambia is currently estimated at less than 250 individuals, placing this emblematic bird in the endangered group regionally. The population of saddle-billed storks in Zambia is currently estimated at less than 250 individuals, which places this emblematic bird in the regionally endangered group. The causes do not only stem from the reduction of riparian forests, water pollution, or habitat fragmentation caused by humans, but also originate from deep and erratic fluctuations in the structure of the natural ecosystem. Unfortunately, the greatest threat today is no longer an isolated factor, but the synergistic accumulation of environmental impacts in the context of accelerating global climate change. According to recent scientific assessments, global warming is modifying rainfall patterns, temperatures, and biological cycles of many terrestrial ecosystems. Biomes intrinsically dependent on the water cycle, such as floodplains and wetlands, are considered some of the most vulnerable areas to the effects of rising terrestrial temperature. In ecologically fragile ecosystems like the Liuwa Plain, a minimal variation in rainfall or temperature can trigger a destabilizing chain reaction. In 2024, Zambia faced the most severe drought in more than 2 decades, a phenomenon that scientists directly associate with increasingly extreme El Niño cycles, due to the warming of the Earth's climate system. Precipitation drastically reduced, wetlands dried up prematurely, natural food sources were depleted, pushing both wildlife and local communities, whose subsistence depends on nature, into a situation of extreme hardship survival. When the climate alters, nature does not emit an audible protest, but transforms into an eloquent silence. The prolonged drought led to widespread food scarcity, forcing the Zambian government to declare a state of national disaster in February 2024. This disaster affected 84 out of a total of 116 districts, including the Western Province, where the Liuwa Plain National Park is located. As water retreated from the grasslands and rivers ran dry, the pressure for survival fell with equal weight on animals and on adjacent human communities. The repercussions were not limited to the natural environment. Many community members involved in the management and protection of Liuwa National Park, those who fulfill a frontline role in conservation, found themselves plunged into serious difficulties. Although no official figures exist on the wildlife mortality rate during this period, the negative impact on the ecosystem structure, the trophic chain, and the long-term biological stability of Liuwa is undeniable. What unfolds today in Liuwa is a segment of a broader picture of climatic alteration that is redefining our planet. In response to this emergency situation, the Lewaneka Community Resource Board, in coordination with 10 community action groups, quickly mobilized a $250,000 aid program. This program supplied transparent food assistance to about 1,500 households in 10 severely affected communities, including the Liuwa Plain area. The initiative not only carried a profound humanitarian significance, but also demonstrated the solidarity, adaptability, and community strength in the face of challenges imposed by the global climate. After overcoming one of the most challenging periods due to drought and climatic variations, the Liuwa Plain has embarked on a hopeful journey toward ecological recovery. The return and successful reintroduction of key species such as the buffalo, lion, and African wild dog marked a momentous milestone for the local ecosystem. These essential predators and herbivores not only managed to survive, but successfully reproduced, demonstrating nature's astonishing capacity for resilience when afforded adequate protection. By 2024, more than 20 lions had established stable territories, while the annual migration of about 40,000 blue wildebeest continued to mark the unalterable biological pulse of the plain. These migratory steps not only fertilized the grass, but also incentivized the return of numerous rare bird species, thereby re-establishing the chain of ecological balance that had been previously disrupted. The integration of technologies such as camera traps and GPS tracking devices, combined with a conservation force where more than 95% of its members are local residents, has allowed for the creation of a sustainable monitoring model that harmonizes the human being with nature. Parallel to ecological restoration, food aid directed to 1,500 households assisted the community in overcoming the phase of greatest difficulty. Environmental education programs are regularly implemented, along with sustainable livelihood initiatives designed to support people in adapting to new climatic realities and cohabiting more integrally with the surrounding ecosystem. The Chronicle of Liuwa is not just a tale about wildlife, but a vivid scientific lesson about the vulnerable connection that exists between climate, ecosystems, and human subsistence. However, to ensure that these migratory paths are not truncated by climatic alteration, and that the lion's roar or the crane's wing beat are not solely relegated to memory, every action we undertake today holds crucial importance. Protecting wildlife is not only an act of preserving biodiversity, but also a means to safeguard the climatic balance and the ecological future of the planet. Every conservation effort made in the present contributes to mitigating the long-term effects of climate change on future generations. Because the destiny of the Liuwa Plain, just like that of many other terrestrial ecosystems, depends directly on the conscious decisions humanity is making at this momentous time. And if you have ever had the privilege of visiting the Liuwa Plain National Park to witness one of Africa's most spectacular wild odysseys, or have participated in the Kwamboka Festival of the Lozi people, we sincerely invite you to share your testimony, experiences, and knowledge in the comments section provided below. These personal stories become a powerful source of inspiration, driving the continuity of efforts for nature conservation and the protection of unique wildlife for the generations to come.